Good evening. Have you ever wanted to spread managed democracy to the galaxy, enforce those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Then you will want to join the Helldivers. In this review, I'll be taking you through why this game has hooked me, and why it'll hook you too given the chance. So strap in and dive down as I take you through the Helldivers experience. The game starts off, and immediately you can tell that the plot does not take itself too seriously. We are shown the bastion of freedom and democracy, Super Earth, seemingly a utopia that still uses car-centric suburbs. Our main character, Mr. Guy, is enjoying life with his family when out of nowhere they get massacred by a bug and segues into a little dark age edit of the Helldivers tearing shit up. Look at them, they're having so much fun. Honestly, if the US military advertised like this, they'd solve their enlistment issues in a heartbeat. With Mr. Guy out of the way, we begin Helldiver basic training, where they use live ammunition. And after calling down a tactical space laser and a couple more things, we pass, allowing us to throw ourselves into the fray. Thematically, this game is amazing. It follows the same satire as Starship Troopers unforgivingly, and I'm all for it. And when you see sequences like this, which is a loading screen, might I add, it's just mwah. Now with the game open to us, we can move on to the meat and potatoes. The game. Welcome to the SES Spear of Democracy. Yes, I know it's a corny name, but look at these. It's physically impossible to have a non-corny name. This is our ship where we can change various things, like which weapons we are going to brutally slaughter our enemies with, and what stratagems we can brutally slaughter our enemies with. And of course, because this is a game released in the 2020s, it has a battle pass. But don't click off the video just yet, because this battle pass system is actually good, with a free pass given to everyone by default and a separate one hidden behind a paywall of 1,000 of the premium currency, super credits. But I'll get back to that later. This is the mission table, where we have two threats to deal with at the moment, the bots and the bugs. You can tell which one is more popular since the devs needed to push forward a bot event to get people to actually play their missions. From here we can choose which missions to take part in, which range from launching a nuke to defeating a beast, to clearing out a suburb of their own. All just as fun as the last. But that's not all, as in these missions you have funky side objectives, like clearing out nests, arming a cannon, and blowing up a research center. Why the bugs need a research center? I don't know. But with all that out of the way, I'll take you through the experience that my friends and I had in this game, from the virgin trainee to the Chad Helldiver. For our first experience, we began playing with a friend who had already reached max level for most of the content. Despite this, scenes where we all died were not uncommon. Along with horrors beyond my comprehension, the goal of this mission was to destroy all of the automaton bases, which we did, only after running through all of our reinforcements and taking so long that our employees up in space decide to leave without us, and we all die. For a first mission, I'd say that went pretty well. Moving on, I am now level 5, and we decided to do a little trolling with my favorite 4-letter acronym, ICBM. So for this mission, we are sent down to the planet to retrieve some launch codes and launch this nuke.
I think they've been democracy.
Yeah, get democracy, bitch. However, after receiving the codes, we went on a bit of a rampage, taking out whatever swarm nests we could, with Josh using his turrets and me using my cluster bomb airstrikes. Once we reach the ICBM, we are joined by yet another friend, and we proceed with the launching of the nuke. Oop. Where's it gonna go?
Oh, it's so far away.
Oh, okay, it's just sort of fucked off. Alright, do we want to clear one of those red circles out, or...
No,
oh,
we got
never mind.
Minutes. Oh. Okay. Do you think we hit him?
Fucking, I think we might have missed a bit.
I think we might have taken a little bit too much off the top.
It's supposed to go the other.
And even after all of our success in this mission, we end up getting taken down by our own equipment.
That is gonna come all the way up to us.
No, it's not. Stop being such a baby. Oh no. Oh no, it's bad.
It's fucking over.
It's over.
I'm dead.
Oh, it's only me. For our next mission, we decided to go down to a very popular planet, that being Fenrir 3, a place known for being not too hospitable for Helldivers. But that's not all, as we were doing this on difficulty 4, very extreme.
This will be the speedrunning the nuke.
This in fact was not going to be speedrunning the nuke, as right next to the nuke was an overbearing mist and a mega hive. Now what we expected for this mission was for it to be challenging, but not so challenging that very quickly into our endeavor to launch the nuke, we were met with an overbearing number of charges, with no way of dealing with them effectively.
Alright, that's all the nest.
Holy shit!
I don't think it's all of them.
Like 15 fucking charges.
Oh! I got blown up.
Oh yeah.
No, guys, you need to get out of it.
Once we got to the ICBM, it immediately got swarmed by bugs, and we were only able to launch it by the skin of our teeth. And surprisingly, this was the mission that we were actually able to extract from.
Oh, definitely not the Pensis extractor, but yeah.
At this point, we were feeling a bit big for our britches, and decided to try one of those new researcher extract missions from the robot event, on the middle of the road difficulty of level 5. Now for anyone who tried this event at its beginning, you probably know what comes next, but for those who don't know, I have one word to describe it: hell.
You destroyed
I just immediately, oh fuck, no, there's so much!
Yeah, I know, I told you.
Dead.
Oh my
What are we who are we supposed to save? They're all dead!
No.
This mission was the equivalent of being kicked around like a football. Even deserting the mission area itself was no good. We kept getting butchered until, of course, we failed the mission.
Yeah.
Stupid fuck.
Oh, don't put me in. Don't put me in.
Tasted good.
What do you mean tomorrow comes
We
retribution?
just blast the fucking planet.
Nuke this spot.
The final mission that I'd like to talk about is near and dear to my heart. It starts off with a very simple premise: transfer oil to shuttles at level 6 extreme difficulty. Okay, seems simple enough. So we drop down to the planet full of cheer, doing what we do best. We continued along completing side missions until we approach our final objective, being the oil, where we come face to face with a Bile Titan, one of the hardest, if not the hardest enemy in the game. I don't got no stims and big motherfuckers chasing me!
Over here.
My life for Super Earth! How am I still alive? But what's better than one Bile Titan? Two Bile Titans. But what's better than two Bile Titans? How about continuously throwing more and more Bile Titans at us for the rest of the mission? Even one making a guest appearance at the extract. There was another Bile Titan?
Right.
Yeah, just at the end.
Okay.
So what is that? 7 Bile Titans?
Now I hope that with all the eventful experiences that my friends and I had, you'll be able to see what kind of game this is. That is, if you can get into it in the first place. So of course, I now have to talk about them. Now of course, like every game, Helldivers 2 came with some issues. One big issue is still looming over the game, while two others have seemingly fallen to the wayside. So let's talk about them. From the time I started playing a little over a week ago, the game servers have consistently been on the brink of collapse, with massive queues to even enter the game, and don't even get me started on getting a group of players in. Now this has of course caused some frustration, people who were once sane now broken from the lack of their favorite new game. Here is one such example. This is insanity. I can't believe the universe is conspiring against me, denying me access to Helldivers 2, the undisputed epicenter of my existence. I feel like I'm trapped in a nightmarish alternate reality where Helldivers 2 exists, but I'm locked out of its glorious digital realm. My maniacal needs for Helldivers 2 must be satisfied, or the world will bear witness to my unbridled, game-deprived rage. This, as far as I can tell, is the general consensus of the community. However, I must ask, how many children did the devs at Arrowhead need to sacrifice to release a live service game in 2024, with the main criticism being that people can't play because the servers are buckling under the pressure of being at capacity 24/7, especially after the server cap has been increased? twice. But of course, this is not the only controversy this game has been involved with, since it has microtransactions. Very early into the game's release, people were talking about the most dreaded thing of all when discussing a live service game: pay to win. You see these armor sets, you can buy them with super credits. But that's not all, because these armor sets have stats. Gasp. A travesty. I guess the game truly is pay to win, everybody thought, until they clicked twice and scrolled down a bit to find a different armor set with the same stats as the one in the store. So effectively, the premium currency stores transmog without a proper transmog system. Please add transmog into the game, Arrowhead, I beg of you, please. So from what I've read on this topic, the anti-cheat has something to do with popcorn or something. But in all seriousness, because I am a serious person, nprotect anti-cheat is apparently pretty invasive, with kernel level access on your computer. From what I read, this essentially means that the anti-cheat has full view of all the programs running on your computer, so that it can find any cheating software without being roadblocked by your system. Other than that, I really don't know what else it does. Not majoring in cybersecurity will forever be one of my biggest regrets. This resulted in the game getting a fair few negative reviews on release, but that critique has seemingly fallen to the side in comparison to the major server issues conversation. So if that concerns you, then do your due diligence. Or don't. I'm not your father. Helldivers 2 is a great game for any aspiring war criminal or deranged mind, which makes it perfect for my audience of RimWorld enjoyers. Revel in the suffering of gross alien races while you call down your mini-nukes with impunity, knowing full well that there is no Geneva Convention in space. I give this game the highest rating I can, as I think Helldivers will truly solidify itself in the coming months as a staple in gaming for years to come for many people to enjoy. Once they fix their damn servers, please man, I just want to play the game, come on man.